Welcome friends! Today I'm sharing my favorite color combo of dual brush pens to paint holiday florals. Pull out the 4 colors 803, 845, 133 and 249. So with the 803 number you want to draw 2 circles, one larger than the other. You're just scribbling color onto the paper. The paper I'm using here today is mixed media paper. Then with your paintbrush dipped in water or a water brush, you want to add water on top of it. The dual brush pens react with the water and they spread to create this light, airy watercolor look. You want to spread the color to form an uneven floral-like shape. So I'm painting at real speed today. The video has not been sped up, so I encourage you to pull out your pens and paint along with me. So once we have the 2 floral shapes, I like the way this looks already. I'm going to go ahead and add some leaves. So with the color 133, I'm adding 3 bunches of leaves. All of these are kind of scattered around to form a triangle. Again, I'm not drawing a leaf shape precisely. I'm just adding color to the paper. And then with your paintbrush or water brush, you can extend the color. You can kind of drag it to form the leaf shape that you want. So this color combination of the bright pink and yellow, the yellowish green, along with the classic red and green of the holidays, it just works so beautifully. You'll see the holiday florals that we paint today are just so pretty and modern. So now let's add a pop of contrast with the 249. I'm drawing single leaves. So I drew a bunch of leaves with the first color. Now I'm just drawing single leaves. So when you vary the shapes also, you add more interest to your holiday composition. So the marker color, I just add a scribble of it onto the paper, but with my paintbrush, that's when I take the time. I kind of drag the color to form a pointed tip and have that nice leaf shape. So I'm taking my time and just enjoying painting these leaves right now. So the trick is to use the right watercolor or mixed media paper. If you've been frustrated using your dual brush pens for watercoloring and you think that the marker, it just gets absorbed into the paper, it's because the paper is just too thin or it's not holding the pigment on it long enough for you to go in and paint with water. So I like to use a 140 pound paper. I'll leave the link to it in the description box. But now what I'm doing is, you can see the paintbrush actually has some of the darker green on it. So I'm just adding more details onto the light green leaves. You don't have to go back and pick any color. Just with the remainder color on the paintbrush, you can add more details. I was checking to see if the pink flowers had dried, but you can see they're kind of wet. You don't want to bring your dual brush pens onto wet paper. That'll just spoil the pens. So I'm drawing a few little berries around it. I love this red. The red is such a bright, contrasting color. You don't have to do any great shapes. Just simple circles and like little leaves also just enhance the whole composition that we've done. You can easily do this same composition with just the markers and avoid the watercoloring or the painting on top. I like to paint with the water because it just softens the color. It creates not just one solid color. There's like multiple lighter and darker colors, and I love that effect. Again, now because the pink flower is still wet, I'm picking up some of the red pigment onto my paintbrush from the paper itself and just adding strokes around it. This is just to make it look a little more like a holiday rose. You don't need to go in and pick up more red color. You just need a little tiny bit that's left over on your paintbrush. That's enough to do this technique. And I think that's about it. I love the way this holiday floral composition turned out. The pinks and greens together are my favorite. Let me know in the comments below what you think of today's composition, and also let me know if you like the way I've put the color numbers here on the side for your reference. I'll see you guys soon with another video. Till then, happy crafting!